Hello my dear friends, in this video we will learn another example number 6. See, there is a cylinder fitted with a frictionless piston. That means there is a cylinder and this is a piston. Contains water, in which there is water as shown in figure. A constant hydraulic press, that means you give a constant hydraulic press on the back face of the piston, maintained a constant pressure of 10 megapascal. That means when we are compressing, throughout the pressure will remain same. That means compression at a constant pressure. Cylinder will compressed at a constant pressure. Why? Because they is given constant hydraulic pressure, right? If you compress this fluid at a constant pressure 10 megapascal, right? Initially water at 700 degrees centigrade and the volume is 10 liter. That means what is the system? If this is our system, then the system will contain 100 liter and what is the temperature? 700. So this is a superheated. I think this is a superheated. Now the water is cooled and condensed to a saturated liquid, right? See, this is superheated. Now it cooled and condensed to a saturated liquid. That means it will condense. That means it will compressed up, but it is compressed at a constant pressure, so it will condense. That means if you draw a PV diagram, this is your PV diagram, pressure and volume. So this is your structure and this is your constant pressure line. What is that? 10 megapascal. This is a pressure. So initially water is in this state, superheated state. This is point number 1. Now then it will condense. So it will condense and cooled and condense up to a saturated liquid. So this will condense and up to a saturated liquid. That means this is the final point 2. Condense to a saturated liquid. This is saturated liquid. This is saturated vapor. So it will condense up to saturated liquid. This is saturated liquid, right? So some part it will reject heat at a constant temperature and some part at a constant volume. So this in wet region, temperature and pressure both are constant. Temperature, pressure and constant, but here is not temperature constant. So it will first condense 1 to 1 dash. That means it is reached at a saturated vapor, then after it reaches up to saturated liquid. Now initially the heat is rejected during this process is the Q supplied to the heat engine. So if heat will reject, that is QH supplied to a heat engine. This is a heat engine that is turn reject heat to the ambient temperature. That means it will reject heat to the ambient temperature and do a useful network. So overall process is reversible. Process is reversible. So what is the net work output of the heat engine? So what is the net work output? This will have to find out, right? So first of all, state 1, what is that? Superheated state, so superheated state. So from the steam table, from the water table you find S1. It is like approximately 7.1693. Find H1, 3870 kilojoule per kg Kelvin, and this is your kilojoule per Kelvin. So this is at which pressure? At 10 megapascal, right? Now state 2 is what? state 2, it will condense up to a saturated liquid. Saturated liquid. So x is equal to 0. So what is H2? It is your HF2 at same pressure, 10 megapascal. And what is S2? SF2 at 10 megapascal. So this is your 1393.3 and this is your 3.3603. Okay, so this is your SF and S2. This is your final point. Now first, what is the heat transfer? So it heat transfer at a constant pressure. So heat transfer, this heat will QH. So heat transfer QH, that is heat transfer at constant pressure process. So these all are heat transfer. These are heat transfer. These are heat transfer QH at a constant pressure throughout. So heat transfer at a constant pressure is what? That means Q122 is what? Change in enthalpy, right? Delta H. So if you take mass into H2 minus H1. So first you calculate the mass of the system. So what is the mass of the system? Mass of the system is total volume of the system divided by a specific volume at that point 1. So what is the total volume? Total volume is 100 liters. So 100 cross 10 to the power minus 3 and a specific volume at pressure V1 superheated. So this is 0.04357. So if you calculate this is your 2.3 kg. So you also find here one other V1, right? V1. So this is your state 1 and this is your state 2. So what is that? So you have mass. So this is your minus 5652.6 kilojoule, right? This heat, that means this is what? QH, reject from the system. Now if you take for a second law, if you do the second law, if you take the cylinder and heat engine is as a system, cylinder and heat engine as a system, right? So for second law of TD, take cylinder plus heat engine as a system, and this is what? Closed system, right? So if you apply that, so S2 minus S1 is equal to, write the statement equation. What is the equation? Q by T plus 1 by 2 plus S generation, right? So according to the question, there is a reversible process. So S generation is 0. Why? Because this is say that overall process is reversible. Overall process is reversible, right? Okay. And this is your cylinder plus this is system. So S2 minus S1 for cylinder plus S2 minus S1 for heat engine, and heat will cross the system. If this is our system, so heat will cross at what? QL. And if you take overall, so we put surrounding temperature. So this is your what? QL from the system. So this is minus QL, and on which temperature? T in surrounding. This is your surrounding temperature, TL. This is environment temperature, TL. Right? So what is that? Heat engine, it is 0 because this is cycle process. Cycle. So S2 minus S1 you have, S2 you have, S2 you have, S1 you have. So this is your value. This is given from table. This is 0, reversible cycle, reversible heat engine, and this is why? Because this heat will cross the system boundary. This is the surrounding temperature. So this is you have QL, you have QL, you don't have a QL, you calculate it. So this is okay. So this is okay. You have this, you have this, you have T infinite. What is the T infinite? T infinite ambient temperature. What is the ambient temperature? Ambient temperature is 30 degrees centigrade. So 30 plus 273, 30 plus 273 you have. So from here we calculate QL. So what is your QL? QL in kilojoule. Now if you have QL, apply first law of thermodynamics. So now first law of TD. What is your first law of TD? For a cycle, for a heat engine. So we know that cyclic integration of dq is equal to cyclic integration of dw. So what is the cyclic? QH heat will receive and QL heat will reject is equal to W net out, right? So you have QH, so you have QH, you have QL, so we find W net. So what is the W net out? Is what is that? 3002 kilojoule. This is your answer. Okay, thank you.